Hello students, I am Narasimlu, commerce teacher. Today I will teach you CEC second year accountancy unit 2 consignment accounts part 3 accounting treatment in the books of consignor or journal entries and ledger accounts in the books of consignor. In this video I will explain that the accounting treatment in the books of consignor, or we can also say journal entries and ledger accounts in the books of consignor. So the entire video will cover two important topics. One is journal entries in the books of consignor, another ledger accounts or preparation of ledger accounts in the books of consignor. So these two topics I will cover in this video. So entire accounting treatment will be covered in this video that has to be maintained by the consignor. See here students, first we can go to learn the journal entries which are going to be recorded in the books of consignor. So there are many journal entries, but the important journal entries, the basic journal entries that I explained here, some more entries we can go to add according to the situations that come in the problems when we do practical. But the basic entries that I cover here. See the first entry, journal entries in the books of consignor. Here are total 8 entries. These 8 entries will be very helpful to write the journal entries for the simple consignment problems. The first entry, here, first entry, journal entries in the books of consignor. See here, journal entries in the books of consignor. First entry. So journal pro forma, first we can go to draw. You know very well what are the columns will be drawn in the journal. So in the journal you will see date column, particulars column, LF number column, debit amount column and credit amount column. First we can go to draw the journal pro forma, then first entry, that is A entry. Here I given in the date column A, capital letter A, that is the first entry. What is that entry? Here you see consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment. Debit column amount you can go to right, again is the consignment account, and goods sent on consignment account in the credit column again is the goods sent on consignment account. You can go to right, amount in the credit column, and this entry will be written when the goods are sent on consignment to the consignee. So it is the first entry. What is the entry? Consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment account. When we have to write this entry, is whenever we send the goods to consignee, we can go to write this first entry. Okay students, next second entry, that is B entry. Here see here whenever the goods are sent to consignee, we need to bear some expenses, we need to pay some expenses. So transport expenses or some other loading or unloading charges like that. So all these are the expenses we need to pay. at the time of transferring the goods from our godown to consignee's godown. So whenever we spending some amount on consignment goods for transfer from our place to consignee's place, so that for that we can go to write one entry. What is that entry? See here, consignment account debit to bank account or cash account. So second entry is that consignment account debit to bank account or cash account. Amount in the debit column and credit column we have to write. A narration being consignment expenses met by the consignor. So this is the second entry. What is the second entry? When we write the second entry, whenever we pay expenses on consignment, so then we can go to write this second entry. Okay students, next, what is that entry? Consignment account debit to cash or bank account. Next, third entry, you see here, sometimes what's happening, we may receive advance from the consignee for sending the goods on consignment. Whenever we take amount in advance or cash in advance from the consignee, or sometimes we may get bills receivables from consignee. So as a part in advance, as a part in receiving advance amount. So whenever we receive advance from the consignee, either in the form of cash or bank draft or bills are receivable, then we can go to write this third entry. What is the third entry? You see, cash account or bank account or bills receivable account to consignee account. So third entry is that cash account or bank account or bills receivable account debit. Again is this account, we can go to write in the debit column amount to consignee account, that is in the credit side. So again is this account, you can go to write in the credit column amount. So narration is, what is the narration? Being advance received, being, see entry, see here, being advance received from the consignee. So whenever we receive advance from the consignee, immediately we can go to write this third entry. What is the third entry? Cash or bank account or bills receivable account debit to consignee account. And come to next one, D entry, that is consignment account debit to consignee account. Consignment account debit to consignee account. So here, after receiving the goods from the consignor, the consignee has to pay some expenses like unloading charges or some other expenses he has to pay, or advertisement expenses, or so many expenses are there. So those expenses, if the consignee pays, then we have to write this entry. What is that entry? Consignment account debit to consignee account, being consignee met expenses on consignment account. So here this entry will be written whenever the consignee pays the consignment expenses. Then we can go to write the entry as consignment account debit to consignee account. In the debit column amount and credit column amount we have to write, and narration, that is being consignee met expenses on consignment, being consignee met expenses on consignment. Okay students, next entry, D entry. So completed. Now E entry, entry E. This entry will be written whenever the consignee sold goods. Whenever the consignee sold goods or consignment goods. Whenever the consignee sells the consignment goods, then we can go to write this entry. What is that entry? Consignee account debit to consignment account. When we have to write this entry? Whenever the consignee sells the goods of consignment, or whenever the consignee sold the consignment goods, we can go to write this entry. What is that entry? Consignee account debit to consignment account. See here, amount in the debit column and credit column we have to write, and narration being goods sold by the consignee. Being goods sold by the consignee. Okay, students. So whenever the consignee sells the goods, that information immediately written in the form of entry as consignee account debit to consignment account. Come to next F entry. Here this entry will be written when commission is calculated on sales, or commission payable on sales, or commission payable to consignee on sales. So at an agreed rate of commission, we can go to calculate on total sales. That whenever we calculate the commission on total sales, then we can go to write this entry. What is that entry? Consignment account debit to consignee account. Consignment account debit to consignee account. What is the narration here? Being commission calculated on goods sold by the consignee, or we can say being commission calculated goods sold on consignment. Okay, students. So this, when do we write this entry? Whenever the consignee, whenever we calculate the commission on the sales made by the consignee. Okay, students. Next, here G entry. G entry. So here after certain period of time, we can go to close the consignment account. Okay, then we ask, then the consignee sends the total amount of sales he made on consignment. So whatever the due amount is there, that is paid by the consignee to the consignor. So whenever we collect, we means here ourselves think as a consignor. Whenever we collect the due amount from the consignee, then we can go to write this entry. What is the entry? Cash account debit, bank account debit, or bills receivable account debit to consignee account. What is the narration? Being consignee settle the consignment due amount, or consignment account is settled. So this entry will be written whenever we collect the due amount from the consignee to settle the consignment account. Okay, students. Next, come to H entry. So we closing the consignment account. When we close the consignment account, we come to know whether we make profit or loss. If we make a profit, that can be, then we can go to write this entry. What is that entry? Consignment account debit to profit and loss account. What is the narration? Being profit made on consignment is transferred to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. So this is the lost entry. In case of loss, suppose if we made loss on consignment, then we can go to write entry. Just you can go to make it reverse. Just you can go to make it reverse. So then what is that entry? Profit and loss account debit to consignment account. What is that entry? Profit and loss account debit to consignment account. And one more entry is there. So whatever the goods we sent on consignment account, that should be transferred to trading account. For that we can go to write goods sent on consignment account debit to trading account. The last entry, students, here I not written, but you can go to listen it carefully and try to understand that the goods sent on consignment account balance is transferred to trading account. So for that we can go to write one entry. What is that entry? Trading goods sent on consignment account debit to trading account. Okay, these are the entries that we have to write in the books of consignor. So how many entries are there? Approximately 8 to 9 entries. These are the basic entries that we have to read and remember. And here you must not try to apply the double entry principles, because it is a special nature of business. It is a special nature business, so you must not try to apply the double entry principles. Just whatever the entries are given here, you can go to read them and try to remember them, and you use them wherever they require. Okay students, now we completed the journal entries. Next we go to ledger accounts. First section we completed in this video. What is the first section? First section covers the journal entries that we record in the books of consignor. How many entries are there? So 8 entries here I given. Actually 9th for the loss, and 10th the transfer of the goods from consignment account to goods sent on consignment account to trading account. Total 10 entries. Only 8 entries I given here. 2 entries I explained. Okay, see here first entry. Why do we write the first entry? So whenever we send the goods on consignment, then we can go to write the first entry. What is the first entry? Consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment account. Narration being goods sent on consignment. Second entry, whenever we pay consignment expenses, then we can go to write second entry. We means here we think ourselves as consignor. Okay, so whenever we pay expenses, then we can go to write this entry. Consignment account debit to bank or cash account. Narration being consignment expenses met. And third entry, that is whenever we receive advance from the consignee, then we can go to write this entry. Cash account debit to bank account, bills receivable account debit to consignee account, being advance received from the consignee. And fourth entry, here this fourth entry can be written whenever the consignee pays consignment expenses. So then we can go to write this entry. What is that entry? Consignment account debit to consignee account, being consignee met expenses on consignment. And come to next entry, that is whenever the consignee sells the goods. Whenever the consignee sells the goods, we can go to write this entry, E entry. What is that entry? Consignee account debit to consignment account. Narration being goods sold by the consignee. Being goods sold by the consignee. And come to next entry, that is whenever we calculate commission on consignment sales. Okay, whenever we calculate the commission on goods sold by the consignee, then we can go to write this entry. What is the entry? Consignment account debit to consignee account. Narration being commission calculated a goods sold on consignment. Next, for the settlement of consignment account, we collect the due amount from the consignee. At the time we can go to write this entry. Cash account or bank account or bills receivable account debit to consignee account, being consignee settled the consignment due amount or consignment account. Okay, next. So it is the last entry here. What is that entry? Whenever we get profit on consignment, whenever we get profit on consignment, we can go to write this entry. What is that entry? Consignment account debit to profit and loss account. Consignment account debit to profit and loss account. Narration being profit made on consignment is transferred to profit and loss account. In case of loss, if we makes a loss on consignment, then we can go to reverse this entry. Reverse this entry. What is that entry? Then how the entry would be? See here, profit and loss account debit to consignment account. Okay, students. Next, one more entry is there, that to transfer the goods sent on consignment account from goods sent on consignment account to trading account. Then we can go to write one entry, that is goods sent on consignment account debit to trading account. So these are the basic and important entries that we use in consignor's book, or we can go to write these entries in the books of consignor. Now we completed the first section. Come to second section, where we can go to write journal entries, ledger posting. In the second section, we are going to prepare the ledger accounts in the books of consignor. So here no need to prepare many books, only 3 books are important. 3 ledger accounts are important. One is consignment ledger account, that is first one. Second one, consignee account, and third one, goods sent on consignment account. These 3 accounts are enough. Okay. Here in the annual examination also, you will be asked to prepare the necessary ledger accounts. Then you can go to prepare only consignment account, consignee account, and goods sent on consignment account. No need to prepare other accounts. So first we can go to observe the consignment account. If you see here, this is the consignment account. So debit side, credit side, date particulars, amount, date particulars amount, credit side and debit side. And see here, first entry. What is the first entry? Consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment account. Consignment account debit to goods. Students, here you observe consignment account. Debit side, we will have 4 to 5 points. You can go to see. First, green colored column, the row is given, no? In that, a point, that is goods sent on consignment account, we have to write here, not written, but what we have to write? We have to write goods sent on consignment account to goods sent on consignment account, point A in the green row. Okay, students. Second, here, that is B entry, 1 point will be written here. To cash or bank account for expenses made by the consignee, D point. To consignee account for here, B point, cash or bank account for expenses made by consignor. For D point, to consignee account for expenses made by consignee. F point, to consignee account for commission on sales. And credit side, E point, that is by consignee account for consignee sales. So after writing all these, from the total debit you can go total credit, you can go to direct total debit. Then you will find some profit that can be taken here as H, point H, to profit and loss account when we make profit on consignment. In case of loss, here I shown H1, that is by profit and loss account, credit side, in brackets loss. Whenever the total debit is more than total credit of this account, we can get loss. Okay, students, like this we can go to prepare consignment account. Here in the first row, in the green color row, point A, you can go to write, and to goods sent on consignment account. In the particulars column, you can go to write the account name, to goods sent on consignment account. In the amount column, you can write XXX because here the point has deleted, but you have to write it. Okay, students, like this we can go to prepare consignment account. Next, second account is that consignee account. So consignee account we can go to prepare in this way. See here, in the debit side, first you can go to write the total sales to consignment account amount for consignee sales. And credit side, so whatever the advance the consignee gives, or whatever the advance we received from the consignee, that can be take in credit side, first column, bills receivable or bank account, amount in the amount column for advance received. And next one, by consignment account for expenses met by the consignee. Consignee expenses we can go to right here. Okay, D point. And F point, whenever we calculated commission on consignment sales, okay, our commission payable on sales, for that we can go to right, F point, consignment account debit, consignment account in brackets for commission on sales, okay, the amount in the amount column. And for the settlement of the account by bills receivable or bank account amount, you can go to right here. See students, here you may get confusion. Consignment account and consignment account, two consignment accounts are there, D and F, but only with the helping point which is given in the brackets. With that we can understand what purpose we written that account in the credit side, okay, otherwise it is difficult to understand. Okay, see here, C point, C point, that is bills receivable or bank account, receiving advance from the consignee. And consignment account, D point, that is written in the consignee account credit side. It is the consignee account credit side we written consignment account for expenses met by consignee. And consignment account F point for commission calculated. G point, bills payable or bank account, or we can say bank account for settlement of account. Okay, debit side only one point is there, consignment account, in brackets we can go to write consignee sales. Like this we can go to prepare the consignee account. Okay, and next is that goods sent on consignment account. Last account, this is goods sent on consignment account. So here only 2 points will come. Credit side, consignment account, that is goods, whatever the amount we sent on consignment, that amount we can go to right here, A point. And in the first account, debit side, the A point, in the A point as first account, debit side, consignment account, debit side, in the date column you can go to write A point, and in the particulars column to goods sent on consignment account. Here in the goods sent on consignment account credit column, date column A, credit side in the date column A point, consignment account by consignment account amount, and this amount should be transferred to trading account. So here date column I written as I to trading account amount we have to write in the amount column. So like this we can go to prepare 3 ledger accounts. One is consignment account. This is the consignment account. Here in the yellow color, green color row we can go to write point A, goods sent on consignment account amount. Okay, next account is that consignee account. After that we can go to prepare goods sent on consignment account. So these 3 accounts we need to prepare. Okay students, here I think you understood how the journal entries will be written in the books of consignor for the consignment business. And in the second section I explained 3 ledger accounts that we need to prepare in the books of consignor. One is consignment account, second consignee account, third one goods sent on consignment account. Okay students, I hope you understood the accounting treatment in the books of consignor. Thank you students watching this video.